In this video, we'll be looking about how to manage your payers. When you raise an invoice against a student, MySchool will check the invoice contributor settings and attribute the invoice accordingly. Before going live with your finance project, you'll need to configure your users and test your fees. Determine whether you will bill a household or bill an individual and attribute access to others, or even split fees between the two invoice payers. When onboarding with finance, your CSM will offer advice and guidance and be able to troubleshoot any edge case billing scenarios. As with all modules, testing is vital to make sure you have covered all areas. First off, let's find a student, Claire Haynes in this example. We only have one contact, which is the household. Both guardians share the login via one email and password. Go to the Student Finance tab and select the household as the main payment contributor. Save the student record and then open the household user profile and navigate to the Finance tab. They have the student assigned, and you notice the account number has been attributed. This is because my organization is set to create these automatically. In the case that you have created a manual entry, you must have a value in this field in order to raise an invoice. Let's test the invoice with a simple fee. I'm going to create a new invoice for just this student and select a simple fee. We preview the invoice and can check the recipient is correct. The household primary email address will receive an email, and they can log into the portal and download the PDF or pay online if you have activated these options. Now, let's have a look at how to handle accounts that have both a mother and a father as contacts. Each has separate accounts, but they are part of the same family. The father has been designated as the main contributor, and so the invoice must be raised in his name. The mother would still like to consult the invoices and have an option to pay if needed. In this example, we'll use the Olsen family. On the student profile, we go to the Finance tab and add the father as the main contributor and save. Now, to check an account number has been attributed, return to the Contacts tab and open the father's profile. We see the student and an account number. Now, in edit mode, we are going to add the mother to have access to the accounts as well. Let's raise an invoice to check. The mother can now access the invoice and pay online like the father. If you would like to have the mother receive a notification when invoices are raised, you can always activate the secondary email option in your system and add her personal primary email to the father's secondary email field. Moving on to the parish family, who have decided on a 50-50 split for the fees. Open the student profile in edit mode, and we need to add a main contributor and a guardian to split the fee with. Note you can only split fees with guardians who are attached to the student. We'll go with a straight 50-50 split. The first field is for the guardian who is located in the split fee dropdown. So if we enter a 40-60, the father will pay 60% and the mother, in this case, 40%. You can also assign ratios for individual fees. In certain cases, one parent may be wholly responsible for 100% of the tuition fees, so enter 0 or 100 accordingly. Each guardian in this example will receive a separate invoice and can pay their parts individually. They will have an individual balance and cannot view or access each other's invoices. Note that with split fees, staff discounts are granted to both parties and not just the staff member. You may wish not to apply the discount for this fee and settle this with a credit note or refund instead. Siblings are separate and the discount only applies to the guardian who has the sibling attached to their profile. For any edge cases or problems in assigning payees, please contact your CSM and we can offer guidance and advice during the setup phase.